All right, hey everyone. So I built a studying tool called TheGoatedProfessor, and the reason why I built it is because I always studied with ChatGPT, but it just never gave me good enough answers. It always just gave me bullet points and never like full explanations. I had to like force the explanation out of it. So as you can see here, it's actually explaining everything in the slide. For example, here you see learning from examples, which is right here. You see about the task types, extrapolation, function estimation, which are again everything in these points, right? And it's actually explaining it to you. So that's kind of the first difference between this and ChatGPT, which is ChatGPT will just give you like bullet points, kind of like this. It'll just do this. The second important thing is that you can choose what you want to study and how much detail you want to get into. So ChatGPT, you just upload your slides and it'll just generate like a summary for everything. Whereas here you can choose exactly what you want to study, and then you can have it kind of explain things for you, right, based on what you don't know. The other cool thing is you can obviously ask follow-up questions. Tell me more about extrapolation, right? Give it a few seconds and it's gonna explain it to you again in detail. You can keep doing this however long you want. But the other cool thing that ChatGPT doesn't really have or doesn't do as well. And there you go. So again, you just got into more detail. It's literally like talking to your professor. It'll explain to you, give you examples, give you analogies and all that. So I think it's super cool. I have this cool Pomodoro timer that I love Pomodoros. Honestly, they help a lot. They help me focus. So I added that in there too. Another cool thing that I haven't seen is that I have lesson summaries that can get pretty interactive. And I also have these quizzes that I'll show you. So I'll just let this load a little bit. But for the quizzes, you can choose a page quiz, lesson quiz, or custom quiz, right? So you can, for page quiz, it'll focus on your one page. For the lesson quiz, you can choose up to 100 questions on your whole lesson, not just a page. And then for the custom quizzes, you can upload past materials or assignments, and it'll generate a similar questions for you, right? So let's say I want to do a page quiz based on this specific page. I'll just click generate, give it a few seconds, and it'll generate, interactive quizzes for you. And if you look here, now, study complete. Well, that's your Pomodoro. We're gonna keep going, but yeah. So you have lesson summaries. It's pretty cool because it gives you an overview conclusion. So if you don't have a lot of time, it'll just summarize things for you pretty well. Now this is what ChatGPT kind of gives you, right? Just bullet points. Now what's cool about what I built is that you can choose what chapter you want to learn. So let's say automated reasoning, right? It'll take you to that chapter. It'll give you a small summary, but then you can ask it to actually summarize the contents for you. If you wait a few seconds, it's going to summarize it for you in more detail than just a few bullet points, right? So I think that's pretty cool. And it'll show you what pages are included in your chapters, right? And there you go. So this is the page quiz. So here I chose a mixed quiz type. So I have MCQs and I have text answers. If you choose let's say an answer, if it's wrong, it'll explain it to you. Even if it's correct, it'll explain it to you. And it'll explain why it's correct. The other cool thing is you also get text quizzes, estimating the function effects in the context of machine learning. So here, you're talking about effects of desired output, right? I'm just gonna write something really quick. So functions in ML work like regular functions, except they're much bigger. So the main idea is that you would provide the model with an input, and it will generate an output for you. The input is the x in the function, and f of x is the output, right? So it's gonna run that. It's gonna evaluate me, and you'll see what he does right now. So it gives me a score here, like 55%. It explains why I got that score, right? So it gives me a bit more detail about why I got 55%, and then it gives me an example answer. So it actually tells me that this is a better answer that you could have used, right? And at the end, when you're done with all this, it'll kind of grade you and give you a final score. And yeah, so I have these, I built these things because I really did not like studying with ChatGPT. You don't have this visual representation, so you don't know exactly where you are in your slides. It'll just give you bullet points, which is really annoying. It doesn't connect the points. Also, when you're studying with ChatGPT, because everything is on like one page, it's like all your ideas get messed up because everything's like on one page. So everything it becomes like just so messy, right? Now here you can kind of choose what you want to focus on. Yeah, it's just honestly, it's just better. I use it for myself. I built it at the start of the semester, and I used it the whole time. And I've gotten the best grades that I ever have in my whole university career. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoy.